Hi, it's Kristen. Welcome back for another DIY video. Today's video is another one in our clay earring series. Today we're going to be talking all about how to bake your clay earrings. I really thought this was going to be like one of the easiest parts, baking the earrings, but it turns out this one has been probably one of the most difficult to figure out. Everybody's oven is different. Come to find out, even when your oven tells you it's at a certain temperature, it's actually not, at least in my oven's case, and I have a newish oven, just a few years old. There are some tips and tricks and things that you're going to want to know to get the best clay earring that you can. So stick around, we'll jump right into all those tips and tricks that you need to know. I do want to remind you that I have a polymer clay earring ebook in my Etsy shop. I'll link it in the description box down below. If you want everything in just a concise file, like a PDF form, it's gonna have everything written out. All the resource list is all there. Everything is there. Even just extra tips and tricks and things that I won't even be able to cover in these videos are all in that ebook. And it's currently listed at a really inexpensive introductory price. So if you want to get it, I'll put it in the link in the description down below so you can grab it. And if you're interested in turning your clay earrings or maybe another craft or art into a business, I do have an Etsy ebook as well that just goes over how to get started with an Etsy shop, how to get seen, how to get your listing seen, all those things, packaging, things like that, shipping, taxes, those kind of things. It's all over there in the Etsy ebook. So if you're interested in starting a work from home business, something like that, then you can grab that ebook also. That is also currently in the introductory price as well. So in order to get a properly cured earring, you need your oven temperature to be to get to a certain degree. So for most people, that's 275 degrees Fahrenheit. And so you would think that's simple. You turn on your oven, 275 degrees, it beeps, you stick it in, like boom, done. Turns out my oven beeps that it's at 275 degrees when it's at like 240 degrees. So, and I've heard a lot of people say that, as well as that sometimes it'll be over that temperature, so you have to adjust accordingly. So to fix this, you need to get an oven thermometer. They're very inexpensive, like less than 10 bucks. I'll link the one that I have down below. I get it from Amazon, and I just have it hanging on the little rack in the oven. And so when it beeps and goes off, I can look and go, okay, nope, it's not ready yet. I'll give it some more time. I haven't had to actually bump the temperature up on my oven. I just need to give it more time to reach the proper temperature. So I'll just leave it there, come back like 10 minutes later or whatever, and it's usually at the 275 degree mark. At this point, I put my clay earrings in the oven and I bake them for between 30 minutes to an hour. Here's the thing, if you have clay that is properly conditioned, then it should not burn in your oven. Now, that doesn't mean that you should just leave it and let it bake all day or whatever. But if your earrings are burning, then that means you're not spending enough time conditioning your clay, getting it all worked and smoothed and mixed all together before cutting and baking them. So if your earrings are conditioned properly, you can bake them on a cookie sheet with parchment paper on it, a plain cookie sheet. You can use a glossy ceramic tile, just like one that you would find at like Home Depot. You can just stick that right in the oven with the earrings right on top, and that's a great surface to bake on. It gives just a nice even bake. So I'm still experimenting with that, but a lot of people use tiles to bake their earrings on. So put it in the oven. I set a timer for usually about 30 minutes. Generally, I need a little bit more than that, 45 minutes. I've gone up to an hour, just depending on what it is that, the style or the thickness that I'm baking. But those are most of the things that you need to know, is that the temperature needs to be the right temperature. Your earrings need to be properly conditioned, and then the baking surface that you bake on can vary just depending on what your preference is, but those are kind of the details and things that you're going to want to know to get those nice earrings. A commonly asked question is, how do I know if my earrings are done, if they're done baking? So you cannot tell this when they come out of the oven hot, because when they come out of the oven hot, they're going to be very bendy and kind of like rubbery, I guess. But what you need to do is let them sit and fully cool. And then from here, you'll be able to make sure that they were cured all the way. The way that I like to do that is by just bending it slightly. It should have a slight bend to it, but when you release it, it should go right back to the shape that it was. So it should be flat, you know, if it's like bending a little bit, like a little arch, and then you let go of it, it should, boom, bounce right back up to the way that it was. And that's how you'll know that it's properly cured. It's not gonna be super hard, like plastic hard. Like if you flick it, it's still gonna like absorb it. It's not gonna like make a clicky sound. It's still gonna be a little bit soft, but that's what you want, because if you have that like super hard, crispy, like where if you bend it, it snaps, then something's gone wrong with either your bake time or the conditioning of the clay. And leave me a comment down below and let me know what you're working on, or if you have any questions. I'd love to hear from you guys. I respond to every single comment that I get, and I just love to interact with you guys in the comments. Again, thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.